Well, good morning. Well, it's not so good. It's grey, it's damp, it's very humid, but we're enjoying ourselves. Otis and I are down near the River Usk alongside the Transporter Bridge, the iconic bridge that's built in 1906. And the idea of this Transporter Bridge was to carry a small gondola which hangs from the wires and transport 6 vehicles at the time from the residential side of the bank, which is on our right, which is the Pilgrimley area, over to the industrial side of the bank, which was just Corporation Road, I guess. Anyways, also alongside us we have what was Cashmore's, and this is where the ships were broken up many years ago. It was a scrap yard and a breaker's yard for large ships. Many ships came here to be rebadged as metal. And this is Otis. Yes, I haven't forgotten about you. Good morning, young man. Should we head off on our little walk along the riverbank? Good boy. I'm sure you'll find a better stick than that. And hopefully it's not going to rain too much. And we're heading firstly towards the Sdr Bridge. This was built in the 2000s. I think it was around about 2003 or something, and that was to link this end, again similar to the Transporter Bridge. There was no other bridge at this end of the town, so this was built as part of the Sdr road, which is the Southern Distributor Road, which links basically the southern area of Newport from junction 24, the M4, right the way to junction 28 of the M4. So it's more like a relief road for the M4. And Otis has found a decent stick at last. Well done, boy. And here comes the rain. I didn't invite the rain. So this morning I'd like to give a shout out to Galway Parker, who's recently joined us on YouTube. Thank you very much for your comments, and great to have you on board the channel. Otis is loving his stick. Unfortunately, he stayed on the lead this morning, also around the town area of Newport. He's been for his run, so he's got his zooms out of the way, but he's still full of beans. Yeah, so over the last sort of 15-20 years, this pathway has been developed, and it stretches right the way from where we started there near the Transporter Bridge, right the way up to Collie. It follows the River Usk, and very nicely done it is as well. Unfortunately, you get the graffiti artists that want to decorate the bridge and stuff, but hey ho. Here we are going underneath the said Sdr Bridge. Oh dear, here comes the rain, Otis. Oh, okay, it's easing off a little bit. This way, Otis. We're just going to head underneath the bridge to get some shelter, but it's just easing off already. I love these little coves that the council have cut into the banks here. for rest stops. Plenty of seating area, absolutely amazing. And for those who are on cycles and push bikes, this is Route 46. I got no idea what the standing stones represent. It's certainly a long way from any stone site, but hey ho, certainly not Stonehenge. Good boy. Hey Otis, he's running running around me. Yes, well, you can't really see much of the river at the moment because we've got all this beautiful foliage in our way. I'm sure we'll get to see it very soon though. There's also hope of some more information on the area. You usually find that Newport put plenty of information boards and things up. So that's where we just came from, the Transporter Bridge. And we're heading towards the city centre. Right there, Otis. Amazing how much those trees break the sound of the traffic on the bridge. Almost muffled to nothing now. And the sun is starting to peer through the clouds again, which is good. Oh, we'll walk around this way, Otis. Nearer the river. And overlooking one of our other YouTube followers. You know who you are, John. And as we follow around, we'll get George Street Bridge coming into shot, which was built in the 1960s, and it was one of the first suspension bridges in the area, the four-poster commonly known. And a plaque here just to show what animals and fish are about. So basically you get otters, redshank, reed warblers, for animals and birds, and many fish. Quite often you get salmon up and down this river as well, because they head up to the head of the river where it rises in the Brecon Beacons, and that's where the salmon breeding area is. On the way down you quite often see them jumping up the weirs and things along the River Usk. Right there, Otis. Good boy. And these dwellings are for the university students. Now we're getting closer and closer to the Sdr Bridge. Oh, time for Otis's little skiddle through some water. Come on, boy. We'll get you a proper drink in a minute. This way. Otis, you're all tangled up, young man. Come here. Good boy. This way. Oh, this side, Otis. Good boy. Well, lots of people out early this morning, and here we are, wobbling underneath the giant four-poster bridge, Sdr Bridge. Well, I think Newport Council have done a fantastic job of revitalising the riverbanks here and adding all these walkways. Absolutely brilliant. To think 15 years ago, you know, you couldn't do this. You'd be walking through the mud flats of the River Usk. And just coming up in front of us now we have the new Newport University building. I say new, it's that's also been there about sort of 10-12 years or so. Along with the footbridge which leads all these beautiful new dwellings over to the Friars Walk shopping centre. And Friars Walk used to be known as John Frost Square. Many of you may have heard of John Frost. And this beautiful building, very wave shaped, is the Newport University, which I believe is all part of the University of South Wales. Otis, you enjoying your adventures this morning? And if you're enjoying being with us, please click on the like button. And don't forget you can click on the subscription button if you'd like to subscribe. And there's the notification bell if you'd like to be notified of any new videos that we produce or release. I thought it was about time we had a nice quiet amble along the River Usk. So today's the day. What a great view up the river. I think we're going to be blinded looking down the river towards Sdr Bridge. Oh, it's having a good view. You enjoying that view, Otis? Good boy. Let's go. Just reel you in a little bit, Otis. And there's a couple of the dogs walking up the other direction. Oh, they've turned off, just one Dalmatian left. Wow. As you see, they've Newport have produced the walkway on the other side of the bank as well. Moving. Come on, Otis, this way. And this is the Grand Walkway Bridge. That was built in the 2000s. Hopefully there'll be some information on the plaque here, because I'm very rusty on my dates and information on this side of Newport. And over the way we have the Friars Walk. We'll go for a little walk over towards the Friars Walk and see if the fountains are running. And here we are. Welcome to Newport. Wow, there's actually different apps you can get. Oh, I didn't realise that. There we go. Something for me to look at when I go back. And the fountains are running, which is beautiful. I'll just take a shot from here, because you got Friars Walk in the background and the stepping fountains in the foreground. Yes, we'll go for a little walk over the footbridge on the way back, Otis. First of all, we'll walk up towards the Newport Castle. and this shows all the linked twinned towns of Newport. So you've got Catesi. This is Catesi Walk that we're actually on. And I think our twin town is Heidenheim in Germany, which I believe is there. Okay, young man, let's carry on. Oh, hang on, there's a little bit of information here about the Blenavon Wharf. So the riverside wharfs along the stretches of the River Usk were hugely important, creating the first industrial nation. The wharfs are linked to the valleys for their coal and iron, and via canals and trains to the ships which transported those products to the rest of the world. In 1800, Newport had a population of around about 1,000 people, and by 1830 Newport became one of the largest coal exporters in the UK. And by 1851 there were 19,000 people living here, and in 1901 risen to 67,000. There we go, beautiful. I think back in the 1700s this would have been littered with sailing vessels all carrying coal, and just opposite us over there was the DB's wharf, and that's where the steamships used to sail from many years ago. The white funnel liners of the 50s and 60s. Well, just up in front of us you got the Newport Centre, which houses a couple stages for drama and a small cinema. I'll zoom in on the Newport Bridge. This is the town bridge. In the background you can make out the railway bridge, and to the left you've got the iconic castle of Newport. In Welsh, Newport is known as Newcastle, which is Cas Newydd. Okay, well, Otis and I are going to wind it up here. We're going to head back over that footbridge and head on home. So we'll say cheerio, all the best. Please click on the like button, subscribe and notification. Bye bye for now.